So good morning to all. So actually I want to continue this class. Okay. So here actually Michel isolated this DNA in 1868, and so what is this? He told about these pure cells. Pure cells means what here? It is called as a nucleic acids. So these are nucleic. These are having acidic properties. So that's why it is called as nucleic acids. Okay. So in 1944, the genes, he referred it as a genes. Genes means what? These are the genetic materials, and these are passed the genetic information from generation to next generation. Okay. So that's why he gave the one definition, that is not a, so that is the molecule that preserves genetic information. It has it has preserved the genetic information and passed to succeeding generation, means coming generation. So this will be passed the genetic information from generation to next generation. So that is called as a succeeding generation. Okay, and it is transformed into the working parts of the cell, means this DNA is transformed into the working parts of the cells, and the synthesis of this all the enzymes are called as nucleic acids. Okay, so this about the nucleic acids. Let's see how these are formed. Okay. So let's see this one, RNA. What is RNA here? In this we will have 4 nucleic acids, which are adenine, guanine, cytosine and uracil. Okay, and uracil. Here let's see the adenine. So ribose means here adenine plus sugar. Okay, so it will give the adenosine, and like that guanosine. Okay, guanine plus sugar, which will give the guanosine. Okay, let's see how this will be formed. Okay. Actually there is no hydrogen here. In this, so here there is, it will remove this H and OH. Okay, in ribose sugar there is a OH is there now, so it will remove the OH and forms the bond from this one. Okay, so here what will be happen here? Here we will have hydrogen, oxygen, CH2, OH. Okay, so this is the adenine. What it is? Adenine. Okay, here adenine, it is having NH2 group. Let's see the guanine. Okay, so what is the guanine here? NH here. Will have double bond here, and it is having NH2 group here. This is a 5-member ring. Okay, so here double bond will be there. Here these are bond formed between this one and this sugar. Okay, so here OH is there, OH, it is having CH2, OH, H. So if you see here, if a amine group is present at this 4th position, it is a NH2. Okay, so next if it is means how a carbonyl group is there, and at 2nd position, this is here NH2 group is present. Okay, so this is the adenosine. What it is? Adenosine. Okay, this is adenosine. Adenosine means what? Here adenine plus sugar will be there, so then it is called as adenosine. This is a guanosine, means guanine is there and as well as sugar group is there. So that's why this is called as guanosine. Okay, guanosine. Like that we have to. This is the purines present in this one. Let's see the cytosine and uracil. Okay, so these are the adenine, guanine. Let's see the cytosine and uracil. Okay. So third one is uracil plus ribose is called as uridine. Uridine. Okay. Uridine. Here N H is there. Double bond O. Double bond O. Okay. Here what will be happen? It forms the ribose sugar. So this is called as uridine. Uridine. So next one is fourth one. Fourth one is cytosine plus ribose, which is called as cytidine. Cytidine. Okay. So let's see the structure of this one. So these are the some. Here if you see here, uracil plus ribose is, which is called as uridine, means here it is having ribose sugar along with this base which is called as pyrimidine. So this is nothing but uracil. And if you see here, this is a cytosine which is combined with this ribose and form the cytidine. So cytidine. So this is the cytidine. Okay. This is the cytidine. So next DNA. So this is about the RNA. RNA is having adenine, guanine, cytosine, uracil. So adenine when combined with the sugar, it forms adenosine, and guanine it combines with the sugar, it forms a guanosine. And uracil will combine with this ribose and they form the uridine, and the same cytosine will combine with the ribose and forms the cytidine. Okay, let's see this. Next one, DNA. Okay. DNA. In DNA, adenine plus deoxyribose, adenine plus deoxyribose. Okay, so next cytosine plus deoxyribose. There ribose is there, here deoxyribose. Okay, at second position. Okay, so let's see this one. So this one. In this second position there is no oxygen. You have to make the difference. Okay. So this is the difference between this one. Okay. So next, if you see here, so this is the adenosine. Let's see the adenine. Okay. Cytosine. No. This is guanosine. Guanine. Guanine. So at this position there is no hydrogen, so that's why it is called as deoxyribose. Deoxyribose. Okay. Let's see the cytosine. Cytosine plus deoxyribose. Deoxyribose. Okay. H2 group is there. There is a bond formed between this nitrogen to ribose sugar. Here H. There is no OH. Okay. This is the cytidine. Okay. Next one, thymine. Thymine plus ribose sugar. So what is thymine here? So if you see this thymine, M, nitrogen will be there. Here double bond O there, double bond O is there. Okay, with this double bond. So then there is a bond formed between this one and here hydrogen OH, H, OH, H. Okay, so this is about the CH2OH here. CH2OH. Okay, so this is the thymine ribose sugar. Thymine ribose sugar means at the second position, especially at the second position, there is no hydrogen, so that's why it is a thymine ribose sugar. Okay, so this is about this DNA. So next. Next one, nucleotide. So what is nucleotide? Nucleotide. Okay. So nucleotide means phosphate esters of nucleosides. What are the nucleotide? Phosphate esters of nucleoside in RNA in RNA and DNA. Okay, RNA. So here phosphate esters of adenosine, which is called as adenylate acid. Adenylate acid. Okay. So let's see this one, how it will means like adenylate acid is there, guanidinic acid is there. Okay, guanidinic acid. Okay, like that, cytidinic acid, uridylic acid. Okay, uridylic acid. Let's see these four. Okay, means at the CH2OH group we have to add the phosphate group, so then it is called as this adenylate acid, guanidinic acid, cytidinic acid and this uridylic acid. Let's see what is the difference between these one. Okay. This is a RNA, right? So that's why we are having OH here at second position. Okay. At this we are introducing CH2. In the place of hydrogen we have to add the phosphate group. Okay. Phosphate group. So this is the, we are adding, if we add the phosphate, okay, if we add the phosphate ester of adenosine is called as adenylate acid, phosphate ester of guanine is this one, phosphate ester of cytosine is cytidinic acid, this is a uracil, because in RNA uracil is there. Okay, so that's why it is called as uridylic acid. Okay, so in this is about this one. If you replace like this, so this is the attacking of, so at which position it will be attack? If you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, this is called as 5 prime. Okay, 5 prime at 5th position. So this phosphate attacks at the 5th position. Okay, attacking of phosphate esters at acid at 5 prime position. 5 prime position. Like that, only we have to replace all the nucleic acids. Means actually this is adenine. If you replace this with the here, this is a adenylate acid. Let's see the guanidinic acid. What is the guanidinic acid here? So if you replace this one with the, here NH2 group is there. Okay, and here double bond O is there. So then it is called as guanidinic acid. Okay, so if you replace this nitrogen, means pyrimidines. This is the purines, means here cytidinic acid. Let's see the cytidinic acid. Okay, we are having this one NH2 group. Okay, and here we are having double bond here, and there is a bond formed between this one and this one. Here H is there, OH, H, CH2, O, P, double bond O. Here we are having OH group, OH. So this is the phosphate. So if it is a cytosine, so then it is called as this one. Okay, cytidilic acid. If it is uracil, so if you replace this one, this is called as uric acid. Just we are replace. We have to add the phosphate groups. Then it is called as nucleotides. Okay. First, actually, purine plus sugar. Next, phosphate. Okay. So this is the total form of nucleic acid. Nucleic acid. Okay. Nucleic acid. Okay. So this is about this one. Okay. Let's see this next one. Same. So if you see this is RNA. If it is in DNA, only which will be replaced? Only this uracil. Okay. This uracil will be replaced. In this uracil means DNA, what are the bases present? Adenosine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. So remaining all will be same. Okay. So thymine. So this is the thymine. Okay. So that's why we have to add the term for this all. 2'-deoxy. 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 Okay, deoxy thymidilic acid. Thymidilic acid. Okay, thymidilic acid means what we are having means if you remove this oxygen at the second position, then it is called as this 2-deoxy. This is a guanidine, so that's why it is a this one. If you write this, if it is NH2, okay, so then it is called as 2-deoxyadenylic acid. Okay, so because at this position sugar ribose in the ribose we are removing this oxygen, so that's why it is called as 2-deoxy. Okay, at the second position we are removing oxygen, so that's why it is called as 2-deoxy. In every nucleic acid we have to remove the oxygen, then it is called as 2-deoxy. Okay, same will be there, same structures will be there. If you remember one structure, means if you remember the basis, so it will be easy for you. Okay, so here what will be there? Here also same, purine is there, sugar, purine or pyrimidine. Okay, here purine or pyrimidine plus sugar, means which is called as ribose and phosphate. Okay, so here if these three groups are present, then it is called as nucleic acid. Okay, so here in DNA what we are removing oxygen, so that's why it is called as deoxyribose sugar. Okay, so deoxynucleic acid, so that's why. So if you remove at every oxygen, so then it is called as what it is. This is uric acid, right? So there is no uridine, so there is a thymine is there. So if you replace this one, so what will be there here? It is having this one. Okay, we are having methyl at this position. This is called as thymine. This is called as 2-deoxy. If you see here, uridine there is oxygen and here there is no methyl group. In thymine there is a methyl group and as well as here there is no oxygen. So if there is no oxygen, then it is called as DNA. If there is oxygen, then it is called as RNA. Simple. Okay. So this is about the nucleotides of DNA and RNA. Okay. So next one. Retrosynthesis, reverse of synthesis. What is retrosynthesis? Heterosynthesis is nothing but reverse of synthesis. Reverse of synthesis. Okay. So, if you see here, planning and synthesis means synthesis nitrogen laboratory techniques of nucleotides. We have to prepare these bases, okay, or planning of synthesis. Planning of synthesis. Okay, this is the planning of synthesis. From the synthesis starts from nitrogen base. Synthesis starts from nitrogen base. Synthesis starts from nitrogen base. Okay. So if you see here what we in our body synthesizes the nucleic acids, but we have to prepare in lab. Okay, we have to prepare in lab, so that is called as synthesis in our. Okay, so laboratory technique of nucleotides. The laboratory technique of nucleotides. How we have to prepare in a lab. Okay, generally nucleotides are prepared in our body, but so we have to synthesize in lab. Okay, let's see how it will be possible. Okay, so here if it is treated with this benzene, okay, benzene, if you do the nitration, what will be happen? Nitro group means for this, if you do this part is called as nitration mixture. Nitration. We are doing the nitration for this one. Okay. So let's see how. So here nitro group will be attached to this benzene. Okay. This is the nitro benzene. Okay. If it undergoes reduction in presence of tin HCl, this is called as reduction. Means we have to reduce this one. Reduction means here we have to add this one NH2. Okay, NH2. Okay, if it is treated with acetic anhydride, so one of the hydrogen is replaced with the AC. Okay, one of the hydrogen is replaced with the AC. Means what is AC? Already I have explained you. CH3, C double bond O, C double bond O, CH3. This is the acetic anhydride. Okay, so it removes this one and one of the hydrogen, and this plus will attack this nitrogen. So we have to write it as AC simply. Okay, so we can write it as we have to do the NHAC. Means one of the hydrogen will go out and removed as a minus CH3COOH. Okay, and so this acetyl group is attacked this nitrogen and form this acetyl derivative. Okay, we are doing acetylation for this one. Okay, so next, so here if it is treated with nitration, again we have to do the nitration. Means H2SO4 and HNO3, which is called as nitration. Okay, we have to do the nitration part. So then what will be happen? At para position, one more nitro group is attached at the para position. Okay, NHAC is there. Here it forms this one. Okay, if it undergoes hydrolysis, so what will be happen here? Here NH2 means we have to remove this acetyl group by doing hydrolysis. We will get this para-nitroaniline. We will get the para-nitroaniline. Para-nitroaniline. Okay. We have to get this para-nitroaniline. Okay. let's see this is the synthesis. We have to prepare this one. Let's see the synthesis of adenosine. First we have to take the benzene. If you do the nitration part, so one of the nitro group will attack this benzene and form the nitrobenzene. If you do the reduction, means it adds the nitrogen, means NO2 group is converted into NH2 group, which is called as reduction. So in the presence of a thin HCl. So and we have to protect this hydrogen by the reacting with acetic anhydride. So it will remove the acetic acid and one of the acetyl group is attached to this nitrogen and converted into that one. Okay, so next if it is treated with, so next another mixture, nitration. So another nitro group will attack this, attack at this para position, then it is called, then it forms the para position. Okay, so next if you do the hydrolysis for this, then next this acetyl group will be removed and add the hydrogen. So this is a para nitroaniline. Let's see the now let's see how we have to synthesize this one. Okay, this is about the nitrosynthesis, how we have to do the nitrosynthesis. So next one, synthesis of adenosine. So this is about synthesis of adenosine. Synthesis of adenosine. Let's see how we have to prepare the synthetic adenosine. Okay. First we have to protect all the hydrogens which are present in this one. Okay. So this is this one. Here second position of acetyl groups are protecting in reaction. Okay. Means hydroxyl groups are protected. Okay. Protected as acetyl groups. Okay. So next, if it is treated with Cl2 NaOH, okay, Cl2 NaOH, okay, NaOH, then it is called as. So what will be happen here? This OH is replaced with this Cl. Okay. So here this OH is replaced with this Cl and here HOAC. We have to write here OAC. Don't write here OAC. H. Here we have CH2 OAC. Okay. H. This is next. This is called as 1-chloro. 1-chloro. 2, 3, 5. 3, 5. 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 5. This is a 5. At 5th position there is acetyl groups are there. Okay. So acetylation. Triacetyl ribose sugar. Ribose sugar. We are taking a ribose sugar, not the hexose. Ribose means 5-membered ring. Okay, 5 carbons will be there. Okay, if it is combined with this adenosine, okay, adenosine, okay. So if it is combined with this one, here H2 group is there, here HgCl is there. Okay. So this is the ribose sugar which combined with this one. So here we are protecting N as a HgCl. Okay. So this N protected activated adenosine. N protected activated adenosine. Okay. Adenosine. So what will be happen? We have to combine both these reactions and form this form this one. Okay, let's see. Here we have to protect this NH2 group as a NHAC. So then what will be happen here? If we combine these two units, here we'll have N, here N, here NHAC, nitrogen, this one is there, here double bond, we have O, H is there, okay. Means here this Cl and this HgCl will be cleaved, okay. HgCl and this Cl will be cleaved and there is a bond found between this one, okay. So here OAC, H, OAC, H, here CH2, OAC is there, CH2, OAC is there, here H is there. So next what we have to do? We have to replace this acetyl group by using base, okay, dilute base hydrolysis, okay, dilute base hydrolysis, dilute base hydrolysis. So what will be happen here? Nitrogen, here nitrogen is there, here we will have nitrogen, 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 okay. So next here we will have NH2 group. At this position you don't bond form for this nitrogen, you have to bond form with this nitrogen only, okay. Here we will have nitrogen, OH, H, OH, H, here CH2, because we are removing these acetyl groups, okay. We are removing these acetyl groups, so all the acetyl groups will be converted, means acetyl groups will be removed and hydrogens are replaced, okay. So this is the adenosine, this is the adenosine, adenosine. Here it will remove minus HgCl2, minus HgCl2, okay, minus HgCl2. Next, if it react with this H3PO side, this is called as nucleoside, is it or not? This is called as nucleoside, nucleoside. If you add H3PO4 for this one, what will be happen? This hydrogen replaced with this phosphate group and form the nucleotide, okay, nucleotide. It forms the nucleotide. So let's see how it will be present, okay. Here CH2O, P, double bond O, OH is here and here OH. This is the phosphate group is there, okay. So if you replace this hydrogen with this phosphate group, so then it is called as nucleotide, nucleotide, okay, nucleotide. Nucleotide. let's see the retrosynthesis of adenylate acid. Actually this is the adenylate acid, okay, nucleotide which is called as adenylate acid. Let's see the retrosynthesis. In retrosynthesis what you will get actually, so reverse will be takes place, is it or not? This is the reverse reaction of this one. Let's see. So this is the synthesis of, first we have to take the protected ribose sugar. When it is treated with Cl2, this OH will remove and form the Cl, and this is called as 1-chloro-2,3,5 triacetyl ribose sugar. If it is treated with N-protected activated adenosine, it forms this one acetylated nucleoside. If it means we have to remove this acetyl group with the dilute base hydrolysis, we will get the nucleoside. If this nucleoside means we have to replace this H with this phosphate, then it forms the nucleotide. Let's see the retrosynthesis of adenylate acid. Okay, retrosynthesis of adenylate acid. This is synthesis. Next, reverse means we have to break the molecules. Okay, retrosynthesis of adenylate acid. Retrosynthesis of adenylate acid. Okay, so let's see this one. Okay, first synthesis of adenylate acid. This is nothing but adenosine. Let's see the synthesis of adenylate acid. How we have to prepare the adenylate acid? Okay. Actually, what is the here nucleotide? If you take this is the nucleotide, is it or not? Because we are having this one, okay, nucleotide. So then, okay, so if it forms on hydrolysis, it breaks into NH2 here, H is there, OH, H, OH, H here, CH2, OH. Means we are removing this phosphate H3, PO4, then it is called as nucleoside. This is adenylate acid, okay. So adenylate acid, this is nucleotide and this is nothing but nucleoside, okay, nucleoside. This is nucleoside here. Next, if you cut this bond, you will get this part and this part, okay. Means we will have this pyrimidines plus ribose sugar, okay. Okay, so like this, so we will get the retro means reverse, okay. So this is the nitrogen base which is called as purine adenine, okay, nitrogen base, and this is the ribose sugar, Okay, ribose. So this is a synthesis of adenosine and retrosynthesis of adenosine. Okay, retrosynthesis of adenosine. So let's see this one, next one. This is the ribose. This is the glucose actually. Ribose. Okay. So this is converted into OH, H, OH, H, OH, H. Here CH2, OH is there. H. Phi is there. Okay, this is called as furanose. Okay, furanose. So how we have to do this acetylation? So if it is treated with acetyl, okay, in the presence of all hydroxyl groups are converted into OAC. All hydroxyl groups are converted into OAC on acetylation. Okay. Acetylation. Okay, means here every hydroxyl group is converted into OAC. How it will form this one. Okay, it forms at second and third, fourth position, which is a it will not converted into acetyl group. Only these groups are converted into acetyl groups. Let's see this one. Here OH will be there. So we have to write OH here, OAC, H, OAC, H, here CH2, OAC, H. Okay, we are doing acetylation, means orthoacetyl ribose. This is called as O-acetyl, means all oxygen hydroxyl groups are converted into acetyl groups. So ribose 2,3,5 triacetyl ribose, triacetyl ribose. Okay, so reactivity 5 we have to convert it into. Next one, reactivity NH2 is more reactive than NH. Okay, next let's do the acetylation of adenine. Acetylation of adenine. Let's see this one. Here I want to do this acetylation of adenine. We have to take the adenine first. Adenine. Okay. Nitrogen. Okay. Just we have to take the adenine, not the this one. Okay. Here NH group will be there. What we have to do the acetylation. Okay. If it is treated with AC2O, so what will get? Here one of the hydrogen is replaced with the one acetyl group. Okay, one acetyl group. So let's see how it will be happened. Okay. Here NH2 group is there. Nitrogen here. Then what here? AC means one of the hydrogen is replaced with this AC acetyl group. Okay, acetyl group. Then it is treated with treated with HgCl, HgCl2. Here He will be there, HgCl2. What will be there? One of the Cl and this will be removed, HCl, and form the this one, NHAC here, nitrogen with HgCl. Okay, so like that it forms the, we have to do the acetylation for this one. Okay, so let's see this adenosine, how we have to prepare the adenosine from this one. Actually we have prepared this one. Okay, if you do the, actually we have done in the first one, we, if it is treated with means we have take a Cl2 in NaOH. Okay, so if you treated with this Cl2 in NaOH, Cl2 in NaOH, what will be happen here? This OH is converted into Cl. Okay, here it is converted into Cl. Remaining groups will not get affected. Okay, H is there here, OAC here, H. Next we have to take this one and we have to take this pyrimidine. Okay, so let's see the reaction. This is the synthesis of adenolic acid. How we have to prepare the adenolic acid? First we have to prepare individually this one and this one. Next we have to combine this adenolic acid, mercuriated adenine and this ribose sugar, then it forms the nucleoside. Okay, so actually individually we have to prepare this one. Okay, first we have to prepare this ribose, chlorinated ribose, and we have to prepare the mercuriated adenine. Okay, let's combine these two units and form the adenosine. Okay, I will write here. Okay, we have to take this unit O, this is Cl, here OAC is there, H, here OAC, H, here CH2 OAC. Okay, CH2 OAC. Next we have to combine that unit, N here, N, HgCl. Okay, double bond will be there here in H2. If these are combined and form this form, means here we have to replace this one. Okay, a small change will be there. We have to replace this as a HgCl or okay. So next we have to replace this Ag and here Cl. Okay, let's see this how it will be formed. Here Cl will be there, NHAC, AC here. Here next it will remove Ag and Cl here, Ag and Cl, AgCl. This is a silver salt of adenosine. Okay, N-acetyl 8-dichloro 2,8. Here also we have to do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8 portion. This portion there is a 2 chlorine atoms are there. So that's why it is a 2,8 dichloro adenine. Okay, so it forms a bond with this one. is about this one. Next, what we have to do, we have to deprotect this one with this NH3 MEH. If it is treated with ammonia in methanol, what will be happen here? Ammonia in ethanol, so forms and then H2 is there, Cl will be there, N, Cl. Okay, so next we'll have this one. Okay, so OH, H, CH2, OH, H. Okay, so if it is treated with this, again if it is treated with H2 in palladium, so then these chlorines will be eliminated. These chlorines will be eliminated and form the hydrogens. Okay. Nitrogen here, nitrogen, double bond here, NH2. Next, it forms here OH, H, CH2, OH, H. Okay, so this is the adenosine. So like that we have to synthesize the adenosine. Okay, like that we have to synthesize the adenosine. Okay, so in next class we will discuss about the we have to take the ribose sugar and silver salt of this NH2 dichloroadenine. So it forms, we have to do this one. Okay, so next if it is treated with this one, so what will be happen here, these two are combined and form this one, and if it is treated with ammonia methanol, all OAC groups will be replaced with this OH, and then if it is treated with H2PD, so it removes Cl and adds the hydrogens. Okay, so this is about adenosine synthesis of adenolic acid. In next class, so I will explain about the this guanosine. Okay, guanosine. Okay, thank you.